What it is? Alright, what's up, guys? It's scary. Alright, what it is, guys? It's Why So Serious What Ifs here. And you could probably tell by the thumbnail. It's not really my thumbnail, but it's, I do not own any of the fan art. It's fan art. Just Google it. Just Google up One Punch. No, just Google up Saitama fan art, and you'll probably find it. But, it's not mine. I do not own it. Don't copyright me. Jesus. Anyway. But you can already tell by the by the thumbnail or the title of the video. This is what if Eren had not had, but what if Eren was One Punch Man? And there's no point of doing this series. We all know how it would end. And yeah, let's get right into it. And first off, I gotta point out, thank you for I forgot who did it, but someone in the comments told me the Armin's name. You know, the guy I kept calling a short blonde guy because I couldn't remember the name. I thought his name started with the E as well, and that's why I couldn't remember his name. And since his name is Arwen, it changes everything because I didn't remember. I was gonna call him short blonde guy if someone didn't tell me that. Thank you for the person who told me Beto. What is the tall, skinny dude's name? I'm sorry, but you shouldn't. There was no point in doing it because I wasn't gonna remember. I never, he's dead, and I never learned his name from the beginning, so, it was a nice try, but, yeah, the Ghost Rider one is coming out soon, because, what do I mean soon? It's gonna come out in an hour or something. The Omnitrix one is gonna come out soon, as well, and looks like get right into the what if. Now, one thing that's gonna have me stuck is whether or not I'm gonna, have him start training after his mom is killed, or have him train before his mom is killed. Ah, never mind. I'm gonna have him be the reincarnation of Saitama. Yeah, let's screw it. Screw it. Eren, the One Punch hero. Alright. How am I gonna do this? Well, I'm pretty sure no one can kill Saitama. Except one thing could probably kill Saitama. It's called aging. That's what's gonna kill him. This is growing old is what's gonna kill him, yeah. That's what's gonna kill him. And yeah, and instead of going to heaven or hell, he goes and he just gets reincarnated into Eren's young little baby boy body. Yeah, when Eren's born, he isn't born bald or anything, because Eren's iconic signature of being a badass comes from his hair and also his personality and his facial features. Because if we didn't have Eren's weird little angry stance all the time, we wouldn't have Eren that we have nowadays. We have something like Armin going around as an attack titan. Eren that acted like Armin. Okay. That's not something we'd all want for. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can all get that from the 7 Deadly Sins and Deku, but I'm pretty sure we deserve someone who has anger in their hearts. I could probably think of someone else, but I'm not going to try. Someone else who has anger in their hearts. Oh, the guy from, no, not the guy from Parasite, because that guy, he's broken down. He has no emotion. Ew, he had anger in his heart at some point when the other girl died, the telepathic girl, whatever the hell. I forgot her name, because if you die, I'm sorry, but, I'm not going to remember your name. I'm not gonna remember your name if you die. I'm not gonna remember your name if I don't care about you either. Anyways, Eren's gonna be a reincarnation of Saitama, the One Punch hero. Don't copyright me. Oh, okay. Yeah, when Eren is born, it seems like an ordinary baby. You know, he's got his hair, and, as Eren gets older, he still seems the same because he hasn't awakened his Saitama abilities. Saitama abilities, Jesus. He needs a reason to awaken his Saitama abilities. When he saves Mika-san, yeah, that's what's gonna awaken his abilities, yeah. No, he don't. Mika-san has to have her awakening, because if she doesn't, she's not gonna be a badass. She has to have her awakening. If she doesn't have her awakening, it's not gonna happen. Oh, I know what I can do. Just have his awakening be at when his mom gets chowed down on. Yeah. That's perfect. Yeah, when his mom gets chowed down, yeah, skip all the way to Well, Eren's personality is going to be a bit more like Saitama's, which is it's not going to be as like Saitama. It's going to be half Eren and half pre Saitama. I mean pre one, well pre before he became basically Jesus, but not Jesus, before he became God basically. Before he became someone like a god, Jesus. This video has not even started yet, and I forgot what I'm gonna say. Yeah, he's gonna have a mix of pre superhero Saitama, dead in the eyes, which I'm pretty sure Eren already is. Well, he will be eventually. Eren isn't dead in the eyes. He's just real angry and charges into battle like an idiot. But yeah, he's gonna be like a mixture of both personalities, and there's not a lot on Saitama's part, just way more on Eren's part. And then the fateful day, blah blah yabba yabba yabba. Yeah, when his mom gets eaten, in Eren's mind, and to Eren, everything stopped moving, as Eren's eyes would glow with the the thing with Saitama versus the subterraneans, surging. I think I said something I don't know what I said just now, but it was I think I just said subterraneans. If I didn't, just don't Google Translate it. I don't know what I said. I just said what Saitama said, so what I think Saitama said anyway. Alright. Yeah, his eyes would... time would stop as his eyes would do that little orange, yellowish glow, like... It would do that thing, and as in Eren's... a bunch of memories from Saitama's life would just flood Eren's mind, causing him to start to have a headache. Just a tad bit. You know? He will not be getting the Attack on Titan. Wait, he will not be getting the Attack Titan. So what's better? What do you think is better? Having Eren have the Titan powers and also have the ability to kill him in one shot, or having Eren, normal human Eren, one shot in the Titans? Which one is cooler? Probably the other one. Probably the first one. Probably Eren as a Titan, one shot in Titans. No, that doesn't seem like real. That doesn't seem really cool. No, he's not gonna get the Attack Titan. I'm gonna do like I did in the Ghost Rider video. No, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Alright. As Eren and Mikasa and Armin and the other blonde guy who picked Eren up and dragged him away, they're gonna all go away, and it's he's got Eren's had his awakening. He's got his Saitama's memories back, and he's got Saitama's abilities now, which he doesn't know yet. But oh wait, what do you mean that he doesn't know yet? He knows he has his superpowers, but because he had Saitama's memories, so he'll know exactly that he has the ability to kill anything in one punch, and he has to be real careful unless he doesn't accidentally high five Mikasa or something and just literally take her arm off her body. I'm gonna have him go in exile for 8 years. Although Eren will be dead by then, because Eren had 8 years left in the original Attack on Titan thing, right? Because he got his Titan form when he was younger. Yeah. If he'll have his awakening, he stopped moving because he's like looking at his hands like, what the hell? What was that? And at that point on, as soon as he had his awakening, he's gonna act like Saitama. He won't feel any emotions, And as soon as he sees his mom's death and has his awakening, he just doesn't feel anything. He's like all calm, and then when they take him to the fuck place. And, Eren is with his dad, and he's like, what happened to your mom? My mom? She was the Titan. It's the Titan. It ate her. Because he's not going to be in shock. He's going to be extremely calm. Because he lost his emotions, He wants something to challenge him in the fight. Because, challenge me if you dare. Which no one will be able to. Because I'm pretty sure he can probably one-shot the... actually, I'm pretty sure at a full punch he can probably wipe wipe Wall Maria, Wall Serena, while all three of the walls down. Which is probably just one serious punch or something. Probably just a standard punch. Who knows what he'll do. Oh my god. What's the ship in this one? I might do like Eren and Annie. I might do that one because they would probably have two per. He probably would act the same because you would notice Eren and Annie always acted like she had nothing else to do until they had to go to that. Annie always acted like she was lifeless until she had to go to that tunnel, where she started acting like a yandere. But I mean, we can all look back on that moment as she literally turned red and started laughing like a sinister person ready to murder some girl for talking to her senpai-chan. Yeah, she acted like a yandere just before turning into a titan and trying to kidnap Eren again. Or do whatever she was going to do to Eren. Yeah, that might be the ship if you guys want it to be the ship. He has his awakening. He tells his dad that his mom was eaten. And instead of going with his dad... As soon as he tells him that, he gets up and walks away, and is like, and he's his dad's about to follow because then the other guy follows and like, yeah, your son's special or not special, and when he goes to talk to him, Eren is gone. He's walking out and he's taking off, and due to that fact, his father has to pass on Attack Titan because of what he's gonna do, what he did, right? Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have anyone to pass it on to, and he's gonna give it to Armin because I'm not giving it to Mika-san because Mika-san's a legend. But he's gonna give it to Armin, and my bad. He's gonna give it to Armin because then they go to the whole forest thing, and Armin's there. And meanwhile, Eren's gonna have a little bit of practice with his abilities. He's like, Saitama. Yeah, and he goes over to just a big, just bunch of trees, and just with a casual little soft punch, because having Saitama's memories and knowing how to use his abilities, with a soft punch, the tree's gone. And in him inheriting Saitama's memory, he knows how to, go easy and not go too, know how to not to go, shit. Cut down to 0 IQ in a matter of a second. He knows how to go easy and not immediately tap their face and blast them to bits. He knows, how to do that, And Armin is escorted to the place while Eren is already back, He's still, he's all emotionless, how Mika-san always is, I feel like I'm saying it like I hear it in the Japanese version, which I am. I'm not sure if you say it differently. I'm saying Mika-san. Mika-san. I don't know. Mika-san, and he looks like he's all acting like Mika-san and Annie. He's all acting all lifeless, like he's got nothing else to do. And the urge to find someone who can defeat him is just like Saitama's, you're like, I mean, he isn't gonna say anything about it because it's gonna be like Annie's and Annie's Rainer and Betrov. I'm gonna call him Beef Stew. Annie, Rainer, and Beef Stew, and the other girl, the Yimuri, the wannabe child, and her as well. Those four people, he's gonna seem like he's gonna be like them, not be like them, but be like them, hiding something from everyone else. He's gonna be hiding something like everyone else, including Armin won't know anything about it, though. He'd be hiding it like these guys are, And cut to the future when they're doing their little testy things, and they're going out there to the camp. And he's already out there, and he's just looking his lifeless. Mika-san is acting why he's so calm and doesn't show any emotions anymore. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm acting just fine. And she's like, Eren, you're not acting fine. You know, because I'm pretty sure she had like a little thing for him anyway. It seemed like it anyway to me, but as she would just be generally worried about him, you know, like he's like, "I'm fine, Mika-san," and he would leave and go walk in the forest for like a little bit, always destroying a tree or something. You know, like wishing there was someone who he can just fight and have a good challenge. Which he won't, because you know Saitama lived in a world where someone like that probably would exist. But Eren is like in another world, and it's kind of difficult for him because he's pretty much the only powerful person here. Like you got the Titans, but what are the Titans going to do against someone who can destroy an asteroid with just a punch? What are you going to do against someone who's going to take on God and it takes on God in the manga and probably will take on God in the anime if they decide to make season 3? Who are going to fight someone who took on Carnage, whatever the hell his name is, whatever his name was, and take on a guy who literally destroyed a mountain with probably a semi-serious punch. Who knows? Yeah, when he entered the training thing, you know, training arc, you know, he gets recognized by the instructor, and everything carries out. You know, they do their little greeting thing. You know, they my head's hurting. Yeah, they do their training montage for the next 3 years, which another side of Eren's gonna be like, I gotta train to attack the Titans, but then the Saitama side of him was like, read and sit around and do stuff, do anything else, which is gonna be having him train for the next, I don't know, at least get in a years and a half worth of training for the Saitama side. Because he's like, I don't need the training. I'm the strongest guy here. Because why not gain strength while you're already the strongest man? Episode 1. Wait, hold on. Was this episode 12 or 11? Probably both. Or all 3. Or episode 1 to 11 and 12. I don't know. Throughout the training, you know, they would, you know, enlist in training, you know, when they go to do the food thing. When he doesn't get into that argument with that other dude because he's like keeping to himself or eating. And by now, this behavior is like kind of normal or semi-normal to Armin and Mika-san. You know, like this is normal, as he wouldn't talk at all. And then when people try to talk to him, he's just like, and he just shut up and just keep eating. He's like, and I'm not sure if that would provoke them to try to talk to him. Yeah, but he wouldn't get noticed by Annie or anything, you know, because like he did in canon. But he will be once he takes down a Reiner with the punch. Oh God, he doesn't fight. I almost called him Bean, but he doesn't fight Jean or. You didn't fight Gene in the anime. He just sat down and whatever the hell. I'm not sure if he did or not. I don't remember. Yeah, the argument doesn't happen. You know, the next day, and they do the training thing finally. And when he goes up to go against Annie, when they go to fight, you know, he's like, "Will you pose a challenge to me?" he's like, "Will you like stand in a fight against me?" He's like talking like he's gonna like terribly whoop her tail, and she's like. And in her head, he's getting cocky. As she literally is going, like, basically as she gets to her stance, and before you can even think, he's gone for where he was, as there's this, like, an after shadow, or that shadow attack, whatever the hell you want to call it, and he's just right there in her face, and he delivers, like, doesn't give her, like, a real powerful punch, because what he's observed so far, she's just only human, or he's human as well, don't get the wrong idea, but she's just a normal human, and you know, he punches her, and then that was just enough to knock her out. Like, you don't hear anything, you just hear her just, and out, Annie. So, and everyone else that seemed to him like he moved incredibly fast or teleported, which is like, excuse me, what? I'm sorry, but that's not physically possible. It's like, the Beto, no, I didn't, that's not what I agreed to call him. Beef Stew is like, Annie, because pretty sure he had a thing for Annie as well. He had a thing for Annie, you know, like Annie, and like he goes to see if Annie's trying to help, and he's like, in Eren's mind, he's like, "Are you trying to challenge me as well?" And he says that out loud. Are you challenging me as well? And he's already up on Beef Stew, and he's giving him a gut shot, throwing him in the air, just like a foot or so. He lands down unconscious because he just punched the air out of him. As Reiner's running over there, like, check on beef stew. And he's like, are you trying to challenge me as well? And Reiner's going to get slammed to the ground. As just a simple punch was just enough to knock him out and send him back flying. It's not very efficient. You guys didn't seem to do anything. He's like, whoa, such power. When I said that, it reminded me of My Hero Academia, All Might vs. Nomu. He must have popped. Wow, he must have knocked the shoppers over. Wow, he must have beat the shoppers. Wow, he must have beat the shoppers up. Wow, he must have beat the shoppers. Wow, he must have beat the shoppers. Wow, he must beat the shoppers. Yeah. Wow, he must beat the wow, he must have beat the shoppers. Wow, he must have beat the shoppers. Wow, he must have beat the shock absorption right out of him. I almost messed it up again. I literally almost did. I had to use 1% of my brain for that one. Wow, he must have beat the shock absorption right. I said it wrong again. I'm gonna get off that because that's gonna hurt my brain for the next 8 years. Unlike Canon Eren, all he has is 8 years. Death joke. As he would have knocked them out and be like, okay, you didn't have to take it that far. And they do the little belt thing, Eren's like, he's like struggling, like, okay. He doesn't have that focus or whatever Eren does in canon, which is gonna start making him angry. You remember when Saitama got angry at Silverfang when he kept failing to like win that rock paper scissors game when he's getting his head tapped? Yeah, he's gonna get angry. As you can visually see him turning red. He's like, before he throws the punch, he has to evade it off and stop the punch from doing what it was gonna do. Because if he actually did throw that punch, he probably would have destroyed something. He had to catch himself, like, as he was struggling to get back up. And with a bit of determination, he finally does it like Saitama finally beat Silverfang. He finally does it with a lot of struggling and anger. Like, I sound like a zombie. And I have a necrophobia, and I've sent chills up the back of my throat. I mean, not off the back of my spine. Jesus. I'm scared of a lot of things. I'm going to admit that right now. I have a fear of a lot of things. But I'm not going to name them all in one video because it's a lot. Anyway. I can't believe I'm being honest and open because I wouldn't probably do that. But anyway. Name your biggest fear in the comments. And if you do name your biggest fear, I will name my biggest fear in the next video. I swear to God I will. I'm not lying. Comment your biggest fear, and I'll comment my biggest fear, along with a few other fears. But other than that, yeah. Moving on, he gets angry, and he finally does it, which is a bit more not as good as it was in canon, because he's gonna be a bit sucky at it. Because then when he finally succeeds at it, he's gonna graduate. And like, finally, you gotta be kidding me, bro. And anyway, yeah. Motherfucker. Anyway, moving on to the next 3 years, he gets 1 year's worth of his Saitama training in there, because kind of like, because he has to split it even between the ODM and ODM gear training, and he does the Saitama training in his spare time, which he just goes off into the distance and mountains. And it's this theory that Saitama might actually be a monster because of the glowing eye thing, and how he probably put some of that lobster blood or whatever inside, that monster blood inside of him. And that's what allowed him to accomplish his dream, him being the strongest man. Able to eradicate his foes in one punch. Yeah. And yeah, he's not going to be as built as Saitama, but he's going to literally have all of Saitama's strength. He's not going to be as built as him, but he's going to have all of his strengths. As he would do his training, gaining just a bit of muscle mass, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, a 10-kilometer run, and then bananas, which he probably wouldn't have because of the food shortage. But the AC thing would be perfect since there is no AC. But like that's something he wouldn't like as well because in the other world where he sees some of these memories and power came from, he's like, their life was so much better. Even though they still had bad things, they didn't have Titans, and they were still free to do what they wanted. Even though they still lived in a little protected facility, they still had a lot more freedom than we do. From Eren's perspective, like they still have a lot more freedom. They still had a lot more freedom than we did. And yeah, yeah, and the whole city of Japan, whatever, like kind of wishing he could be in Saitama's world, but that's just not a possibility, Anyway. Three years pass, and that attack on... Yeah, they're on the wall, Is that when the girl snuck meat out? Yeah, I think it's when she snuck meat out, but anyway, who cares? Yeah, the Colossal Titan appears, and it blows everyone off the wall, but Eren gets back on the wall to go challenge the Titan, and him like, I'm gonna finally end you. Yeah, and basically, it's like no restraints, because screw it, I'm gonna be the one-punch hero today, man. Yeah. As he literally just, screw it, he screws the ODM gear, puts it back into the thing, and just simply jumps at him. And this, within a flash, the Colossal Titan, his head is gone. As the body is just falling back, Finally, payback. And all Beef Stew saw was, Eren, and then he just saw no Eren, and then just a punch to his face. Didn't even see Eren punch him, just saw Eren vanish. Then his head exploded, and that's all he saw before he collapsed backwards. And he is going to put the hole in the wall, because he has to do that. He has to put the hole in the wall, because that's how Eren's going to be a badass. Yes, that's how Eren's going to be a badass. After the Colossal Titan breaks a hole in the wall, Eren jumps up and annihilates its face. With speeds, it didn't even have the time to disappear. With speeds, and as Beef Stew finally actually does get out of the Titan and gets away, he's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Clapped back, bitch. As he gets away, he's like, finally. As he gets back into the city. I mean, he doesn't know what happened because all he saw was I think I messed that one up a bit because he still has to destroy the wall. Eren does jump up with the ODM gear, but in this literal second, when he's behind him, he's like, screw it, and the Titan tries to throw his steam. Eren has already jumped, he's already on the back of his neck. Not on the back of his neck, but he punches the back of his head after the Titan breaks open the wall. Screw it. Destroys the guy's face. But Beef Stew gets away. He's like, what the hell happened? Because he just sees Eren just sitting there in midair like, did he do that? He gets away, and Eren goes back into the city. The Titans are flooding the city. Eren's like, I can't reveal myself to the Hugh. I mean, he can't reveal myself to anyone else because they would never understand. They would never understand. I like the secrecy thing. I like how the whole Batman persona thing works. In any other case, I just have him run around bodying people, but in this case, he's gonna be really cool. I mean, if I do another what if on this or something, he might just gonna be all walking around and punching things. But other than that, yeah, he'll ODM gear back into the walls and try to deal with the Titans like they did in canon. Except, like canon. Except he isn't gonna be eaten because if the Titan tried to eat him, we all kind of saw those punches and durability. I'm pretty sure a simple bite to Saitama wouldn't do much. Did you see what I don't understand why Saitama was so afraid of blades and stuff. Cause not even blades can withstand heat, and Saitama went through a whole bunch of heat and his clothes burned off. Anyway, it would travel back and say, I'm pretty sure if the monster did try to bite him, he probably would just destroy the thing before it could. You see Saitama's reflexes, you know how good they are. Probably not. I'm pretty sure Saitama leaves himself open so he can get attacked. But anyway, he gets away. He goes back to the city to deal with the Titans. Everything happens in canon as everyone's slowly dying, and they retreat. and they do the thing they didn't can. And, they go out, the people dies. Aaron's looking out. Okay, he sees someone die, and it doesn't matter to him. Like, like no emotions. I'm having this emotion deprivedness be that bad. Be that bad. It's the emotion deprived to be that bad. Like you see someone die. Okay. Like that. You have like a face like Captain Levi's, but except he wouldn't be as whatever he wouldn't be as high as Captain Levi is, or whatever Captain Levi is on, whatever Levi's on anyway. Whatever he's on, he's got that whole issue with the dark rings around his eyes. I don't know what he's on, but it's very bad. He should quit. Great. He's like somewhat like Captain Levi. He's like, okay, he's dead. Okay, as he wouldn't even care, as he would just walk, just the ODM gear off. If you see a Titan, he'll kill it without revealing that he can instantly punch stuff. Until Armin gets eaten, because that's like one of Armin and Mika-san is like the only two people who would actually cause him to like freak out if they got hurt. That's being honest. Why did I say that's being honest? It's like I'm literally talking from Eren's perspective, which is starting to freak me out just a little bit. It really is starting to freak me out just a tad bit, but I'm not going to talk about it that much. Oh, my head hurts. It's 1 in the morning. Of course my head fucking hurts. Anyway. Eren would, kill Titans and then skip yada yada yada. As Armin is, he gets his arm eaten off. No, it was his leg that got eaten off. Well, Eren's leg. This is Armin. It's gonna be totally different. Armin gets his leg eaten off, but I'm just gonna go off that because it's the only way I can see Armin going down. If his arm got bit down, I probably would stop right there and freak out like he did in Cannon. But anyway, his legs get eaten. He freaks out. He collapses to the ground. And then he gets picked up. He gets put in Titan's mouth. Mika-san tries to save him, and Eren actually tries to save him. Actually, he sees Armin in danger, like like he actually opens his eyes for once and freaks out, and he's already over there, like jumping over there, destroying the building roof that he was on, and and he's already over there. The hell? Anyway, he's already over there, and as the Titan is just done eating Armin, Eren has already just killed the Titan. When Mika-san is like, no, like, where did you come from? He's like, he kills the Titan, and this one little motion just set him off, completely. Like set him off completely. Like, oh, I don't know. I can't speak Japanese. I'm not gonna attempt to try and speak Japanese, but you know how Saitama freaked out in the beginning? No, not in the beginning, but but versus the giant beetle, whatever its name was. It's dead, so I don't remember its name. Yeah, he freaks out like that, and he puts his hand over his head, and he screams out like, Armin, 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 as he just like, puts his head to the ground and just slams his head into the ground, which him having all the abilities of Saitama, his face would go in the ground, in the ground as the ground would crack, and Armin hearing his voice on the inside is like, he won't give up, and before he can turn into a Titan, Eren's like, he's lost it as he punches the ground, completely annihilating it, as he slams his foot into the ground, which this is not going to restore his emotions, but it's just going to give him just a bit of an anger emotion. Like, reconnecting them to original Armin. Because why not? Yeah. I mean, not the original Armin, but the original Eren. Now that I learned Armin's name, I'm going to say his name like it's just normal, like something I say on a day-to-day basis. Oh my god, it's going to be a real issue, and I'm not going to like it. Anyway, he sticks his foot to the ground, completely shattering the ground. He sounds like, Eren. And before he can say anything, he's off. He destroyed the ground where he was, and he's off. And from that point on, any Titan in the way is gone. You know how, I don't know when Marco died. I'm not sure which part in the story did Marco die. this is where the video is gonna end because I got tired, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. No, no, it won't. I'll see you guys like tomorrow evening or in the middle of the night, like I always do.